Judd, we are creepy people, but are we interesting as well?
No.
But if you're interested in us, maybe you'll be interested in the interesting but creepy subreddit. We're looking at the highest voted posts on this subreddit of all time and seeing what we think of them. Interesting but creepy. Ancient Japanese preserved tattoo and skin. With all the right paperwork, you can get with all the right paperwork, you can get your tattooed skin preserved and framed within 18 hours after you die. That's very cool.
We were talking about we were supposed to talk about funerals and how we want to plan as funerals and stuff on our podcast earlier. We didn't, but I think this is going to have to be something that's like considered now.
Yeah, that's really cool. If I know I've got a terminal illness, but I've got like 2 years to sort it out, I'm getting covered so that this can happen. Like, this is very, very cool. I think it's potentially cooler because of what he's got on him. I think some of the tattoos, you're like, your claptrap tattoo on your leg. It wouldn't be quite as cool as the amazing traditional Japanese artwork. But
my filleted claptrap tattoo.
It also depends where they cut it as well. You don't want to cut in the middle of an artwork. But that's very cool. I suppose it's kind of creepy that it's someone's skin, but I don't get creeped out very easily, so we'll see. What else we got? Oh, a dead crow for no reason. This is the second most upvoted post on this subreddit. It's just a fucking dead crow.
Like, it just feels like it's trying too hard. Like,
I suppose it kind of fits here, though. It does fit here. I just don't think it deserves many upvotes.
It's not interesting, and it's not particularly creepy.
It's kind of interesting
either.
that it's still holding on while it's decomposed, though. That it's like it didn't die and fall off the branch. I guess that's kind of interesting. I wonder how that happened, but only a little bit. I guess it's a little bit creepy that it's a dead thing in a graveyard, but that is where dead things are supposed to be. So.
Yeah. So it's like it's not a miss, is it?
This is an intact human nervous system that was dissected by two medical students in 1925. Took them over 1,500 hours. How did it not decompose so much while they were doing it? Does your nervous system stay intact?
Don't know. I feel like that's something that'd just go.
I think a particularly interesting and creepy fact about this is that there's 4 of them. This isn't the only one. There's 4 in the world. 4 times someone's decided to do this.
Did it take each individual removal 1,500 hours, you think? Or do you think it did that? It took that in total? Damn.
Yeah, that is very cool and interesting. This is the type of thing that I would love to like actually see at a museum. Like if I went to a museum and they actually had that, it'd be
it really took them 1,500 hours. The nerve of some people. Am I right?
That's the end of the video. So,
nervous system.
God damn it! That's why I keep you around, Judd, for the big jokes.
The big jokes. Them's the money makers.
We've got a statue of Lucifer in the Holy Trinity Church in Marylebone, Westminster. Interesting. Is it?
Yeah, I think that's interesting.
That's more interesting than the dead crow.
Yeah.
But not by much, personally.
Creepy. It's weird how
the dead crow.
It's weird how a representation of Lucifer is less creepy than one dead crow.
Because Lucifer's not real, whereas Dead Crow is real.
Yeah,
controversial, folks. Anyway, moving on. In 1984, Jeff Doucette kidnapped and sexually assaulted and
oh, I don't know if you
actually. I can't actually show those words. I don't think,
you can't show that video on YouTube either. I don't think you can't show that video on YouTube.
Play it for us and just react to it.
1984.
Okay. By the way, I love this video. I gotta say.
What, you've seen it?
Yeah, he shoots in the side of the head.
Oh my god! So as he's walking through the airport, some guy's just like on a phone and whips a gun out and shoots the guy who sexually assaulted someone.
So it was an 11-year-old girl. I think the guy who shoots him in the side of his head was the father. So
Wow.
he knew he was going to be escorted through that area. So he pretended to be on a phone, waited for him to walk past, and then shot him in the side of the head, which I
Wow.
think is pretty fucking awesome, and should happen
Well-
to paedophiles a lot more.
Officially, that's a joke.
It's
We have no
Sure.
official stance on this issue. Snake Island, the forbidden island off the coast of Brazil that's home to more than 2,000 deadly golden lancehead snakes. Snakes, Judd. Many snakes. Like
many
snakes?
snakes. I do like snakes, and I have seen this place before. I do think it is pretty interesting. Again, though, I don't find this creepy.
I find it kind
It's
of
just
creepy
lots
because
of snakes.
it's so deadly. The fact that they're like deadly snakes. If they were like snakes that only bite you, well, are they poisonous though? Because it's poison that I find like kind of scary and creepy. Don't know.
You've told me this before. You just don't like things being sneaky fuckers, don't you? You just don't like
I
that
don't like
something
the idea that I can't put up a fight against something that's trying to kill me.
Yeah.
And that's what poison does. So if these snakes are poisonous, then I do find it kind of creepy. And it's definitely interesting. I like that. What people dancing looks like when looking up from underneath them.
God, they're like ants. I don't like that. I actually don't like that.
That is... Oh, God, that's way creepier than I thought it would be.
Why is that so creepy? They're
think
like
part of it is
scurrying about
because they're
like
not-
ants.
They're not just, like, walking. There's no purpose to it. It's like they're
Yeah.
just kind of stepping for enjoyment. Ugh. It makes me feel
Enjoying
ill.
themselves.
Oh, God. I don't know why that's so creepy.
No, there is something about that sets something off.
In the 19th century, due to lack of cameras available, the corpses of loved ones would be propped up for photographs with the living members of the family so that they could be remembered. Oh my God! That's horrible.
Have you seen her just slumping up there?
She's just asleep, though, in this photo. It's just a sleeping child.
She just took too many Benadryl and now
That's all that is. So slime, interesting. A robot made of magnetic slime could be deployed
this is weird.
inside a
This-
body.
I have seen this shit. This is weird. Again, not sure if creepy. I actually just find it like a miracle of technology, to be honest.
Yeah, where we work, we're funding something a bit similar to this, but it's not slime. It's more of a snake.
Yeah,
A really small snake.
I don't find this creepy. I just find it like, again, fascinating. Like
It's very
this is
cool.
look at that. That's a robot that like can go in you and do shit.
Yeah,
That's fucking what?
that's very cool. The Sentinelese tribe. Fuck off. This is not interesting or creepy. This is a photo of some people from a distance. They're not even in focus. I can see the rocks better.
So I think what that is that like that's one of the tribes that has like been discovered that's been like cut off from all civilization.
Or
So
are they
they
the cannibal tribe?
they're one of the two. I don't know.
Because that would make it interesting and creepy that you can see them just
It
over
would,
there and they might
yeah.
eat. But
They
no,
might-
it
they
doesn't
might-
though, because you can. It's like who fucking knows? These could just be people turned up to a beach. Like you
Yeah.
can't even see them. Anyway, I own a death mask. They are molded from dead people's faces. Cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Why do you own that, you creepy motherfucker?
I feel like that's something I'd own if I could, though. So like,
Imagine
Hey.
the top voter comment is legally these aren't supposed to be made, so how have you got one? Do you
Yeah.
make it yourself or something like that? Oh god. That's really cool. But also, where do you just obtain
Yeah.
dead people's heads?
that's
think
what
that's a
I'm
valid
saying. Like if I had the opportunity to own like one of those, I'd take it. Like, of course,
I don't know.
I
It depends how much money it's costing me.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
I would
I'd
be
drop,
willing to pay £35.
I'd drop a cool 20 buckaroos on it.
That's about my limit, though. I don't really care
Yeah.
that much. But because it's not the actual head, it's just a mask
Yeah.
molding of it.
This is a mask molding of the last expression somebody wore on their face for all eternity. I get 30 quid. I get 30 quid.
I think the creepiest bit is these fucking teeth. Like, what's this? What's that
Yeah,
bit?
it's like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, it's like a dental sort of thing, isn't it?
Weird. What else we got? My dorm room after 8 months due to coronavirus lockdown. What? That's spores growing out of his air vent? Why? That's not due to lockdown. To get that fixed. I don't care if it's lockdown.
Now, I'm no expert, but I think that spores growing out of your ventilation system is bad.
I think that's worse for you than COVID. Get COVID to fix that. That's fine.
Get COVID to fix it.
Honestly, if you have to get COVID to get that sorted out, fuck it. Just leave. Go somewhere else. This is not interesting, but creepy. This is interesting. I find it interesting seeing what it's done. I'm not creeped out by it. I'm fucking freaked. The creepiest bit is that you've not fucking done anything about it for 8 months.
Yeah, the creepy part is that you just stood there documenting, not running away.
Yeah, the fuck is wrong with you? One more. Created a Zoom background of me bringing my tea to freak people out. So I think it's him bringing his own tea to himself.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever. I like that. Yeah.
Again, though, it's not creepy
not
because
creepy.
I know what's happening.
Yeah. What Michael Jackson was supposed to look like. Shut
Oh my
up!
god!
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. This is just some random black guy.
No,
What do you mean what he was supposed to look like? He wasn't supposed to look like anything.
Is that not like an AI generated thing of like he didn't have?
Probably. But what do you mean supposed to? There's no supposed to look like
I don't know. I'm assuming that it's some sort of AI generated thing. Well, it's like, well, we'll take Michael when he was like at such an age before.
I know,
this
I
thing
get it.
started,
I know what's
and then
happened, but I don't get why the caption says he was. That doesn't mean he was supposed to look like. That's what an AI thinks he would have looked like.
It's weird wording, isn't it? Yeah.
Fucking odd. Correlation or causation. The top map shows mysterious cases of people vanishing without a trace. The bottom map shows America's largest cave systems. Do you think that's a correlation or a coincidence, Judd?
Well, I do find it kind of creepy how it seems to be sort of on the right, that pretty much exact impact. In fact, all over that's pretty much.
No, because if you look, this right section is obviously the biggest bit, and obviously the biggest disappearances are there as well. But there's a lot of disappearances in like this middle section, which is slightly smaller than this big section over here, where there's not very many happening.
Yeah.
What I think it is people go down in these caves, and then if something might go a bit wrong, over here's better at dealing with it. Over here has just not got as good infrastructure, I'm guessing. I think that's the actual correlation, rather than these two.
Or could it be mole people?
Shit, it's mole people. You know what? I take all that back. It was the mole people. That's a good point you raised there, and I'm going with it.
It could be mole people.
Well, if you're a mole person, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Follow us on Twitch, Streams Badly there as well, and we've got Podcast Badly on all good streaming platforms too. Tweets Badly if you want to keep up with news on everything. Got any final interesting but creepy words, Judd?
No, because there's I can feel the mole people are rising underneath my building. They're digging through
the. Away. Finally, they took him.